Okay, welcome to 128 Rue du Parc, which is translated to Park Street, although I know that your son does speak French, in the lovely little fishing village of Pointe Verte, or Green Point. This is just off of the main drag. If I go down to the bottom of the street here, you're going to see maybe, so if you can see the water wave down there, that's the ocean. And we're probably about, you just saw a car go by, that's the main drag. So we're probably about 600 meters or 800 meters from the main drag. Taking a look at the roof does look good. I know that she thought it was between, I believe it was 10 and 12 years or 12 and 13 years, something like that. Front side looks good. I'm not seeing any curling. And the shingles look good. You have some nice hostas on the front. You have PVC siding, obviously, PVC windows, and a little step on the front. You have a paved driveway. Bit of an older one, but still in good shape. And then so your property line follows along the tree line there. Here someone's mowing their grass in the back. You have your heat pump here, which is used for both heating and air conditioning, which is great. I did notice that there's a little bit of waving in the back here. It looks like either it was an installation thing or maybe it got a little too hot at one point. Maybe somebody had a barbecue there, which we often see people do. And you've got a little deck here, and it's grayed out, but it's in good shape. And then in the back here is your backyard. Now, I'm assuming because they dug up and put in a new septic not that long ago, that's why the grass has not grown back here. But talk about a very private space once you get here, because there's nobody behind you, which is great. So now we're going to go inside. I'm going to go in the front door because the side door, you have to go up a couple of steps, and they have a baby gate there. So again, coming up the stairs, this looks like it was probably maybe pressure treated, but just and it's in good shape, like it's solid. I have a feeling that was probably changed 2018 when she did the majority of the renovations. And step inside. So here is where obviously you see the majority of the work has been done in the house. They've taken down walls, they put in new laminate flooring. So I've come in the front door, and if I come to the left here is your side door and the door leading directly into the basement just off the entrance. So one thing that I did notice as soon as I came in here is no closet on the entrance. So that's something that you'll just have to, now from the looks of it, it looks like they go straight down and store their stuff downstairs. They got some hooks right at the door here, and that's something that you might end up doing as well. Kitchen is really nice. They've done a really good job of it. It's in good shape. You even have room here if you wanted to add an island, because you've got a lot of room here. Fridge, stove obviously, dishwasher, countertops are in good shape. They're laminate, but they're in nice shape. You got lots of cabinetry and a nice backsplash. Your gooseneck faucet with your nice deep sink. So that's also very nice. And this window looks out over your backyard. And as you come through here, you can see, as I said, lots and lots of cabinetry. She's very minimalist. She's very neat and tidy and clean. There's not a whole lot of extra things of anything here. Take a quick look at the fridge. It's a good size stainless steel fridge. And then you have your Samsung dishwasher, stainless steel dishwasher here. It's great. And you know, I mean, if you were looking for places you could even have one of those IKEA sort of storage areas here if you want to come up the stairs and have something right at the top of the stairs for coats and stuff. That would be an option. And then living room, as you can see, is very much open concept. They did the nice shiplap fireplace with the electric fireplace, and then the mount for your TV. There's your heat pump. Again, I looked at all the PVC windows. None of them appear to have seals that are gone on them, which means they're in good shape. And they did apparently take down a wall here because initially this area here was a third bedroom, and they took that down to create the dining room. And now they've done the mudding and the taping, and they did their first couple of coats, but they just used a primer and have not done the final coat of paint yet. And I do see there is a little crack here, which looks like it's probably in the paper, so they might not have done an extra coat of drywall putty. So off of that is your bathroom, and the bathroom has been completely redone. As you can see, they've got really nice tile. It's not big, there's no question about it, but you know, it's functional. Toilet behind the door like that. You have storage, which is great. So you have cabinet space, and then good sized tub, shower. And again, with really nice, tile work. And then this matches the laminate countertops that are in the kitchen. And then you have your pedestal, or not pedestal sink, but your sort of upper mount sink. And then again, more storage underneath. So from there, again, you have your dining room, which is a really nice area here. I mean, you almost have enough room if you were just two people and wanted to make this an eat-in kitchen. You know, with a table in the center, make it like a country kitchen. You could use this for something else. You wanted to have a reading room or game room or whatever. And then as you come down the hallway to the end, you have two bedrooms. And they're very similar in size. I do feel a little tiny dip in the floors, which is very common. It's not big, it's only small dip in the floors because obviously older houses, they settle. So this is a good sized bedroom. And as we were saying when I was talking to you on the phone, they have moved their washer and dryer upstairs because they wanted to have it all on one level. And I mean, you could certainly put doors or even curtains over that if you wanted to keep it upstairs, or you could move it back downstairs if that's what you decided to do. And this is a good size room because you have even a fair amount of room behind the door here if you wanted to add more storage, and that's your access point to your attic. And then across from here is the primary bedroom. I'm thinking this is almost the same size as the one, they're about the same size actually. And again, very neat, very clean. Baseboard heaters. And then you have your closet here. And what's nice, you even have a walk-in, with a light? No light? I see a light above it, so there's got to be a light here somewhere. Let me take a look. I thought it was maybe it's motions. Anyway, there is a light in the closet. I just had to figure out how to turn it on. And then you have a good deep sort of walk-in closet here, which is great. If you decide that you don't want to have a extra dresser there, I'll have to figure out how to use that light. Okay, and then from here, and I do see that they did do some modifications here. If you can see, there's a little bit of mudding and taping here. Either there was a hole in the wall from the renovation or they moved something over. They've changed out some of the thermostats to digital ones, which is great. If you get a chance, change them all out because it makes your heating bills lower. If I see one of the old ones there. That might have been when they had the oil furnace because that doesn't look like a normal one. It's not a dial one. Yeah, they've changed this one to digital. So from here, I'm going to climb over the baby gate here and make sure I don't fall down and crack my head. So you have the same tile work at the entrance here. And that is the same thing that's in the bathroom, which is quite nice. It's kind of a marble look. All right. Jeez. We'll go down the stairs here. From a security point of view, you will want to add a railing here, or eventually add a railing. There should be one here for insurance purposes, and just so you don't fall down and hurt yourself. And they weren't wrong. This is a really clean, neat basement. Floors look fantastic. I'm wondering if they poured a new concrete floor at one time, or maybe there was no concrete floor because the floors look excellent. You have your panel here. It's breakers. It's a 100 amp panel The windows down here are obviously changed. You can see how your floor studs are here. So it would not take a whole lot to finish down here if you wanted to finish down here. You have a heater over there, which is good. Your hot water tank. And then your sump pump is over here. There's some cobwebs in it, so that's a good sign. It means it's not getting used very often, and there's really absolutely no smell of moisture or mildew or anything like that at all. And you have a brand new air exchanger, which in Ontario I know you don't see very often. They use them here because we do not have centralized heating systems for the most part. So you guys on your centralized heating systems, you have usually a filtration system, an air filter system hooked right up to your centralized system, but we do not. So these air exchangers, they run ducts throughout the house, and what it does is bring fresh air in from outside, put it to room temperature, and then blow that in, and then the stale air goes out. So this room is really just waiting for mudding and taping and some doors and a floor, and you got yourself a room. Now I will say the ceilings are not super high down here. It's probably I'm 5'7", 6. They're maybe closer to 7 feet as opposed to 8 feet, which is not uncommon in sort of these older homes. So you might not want to put drop ceilings if you ever decide to finish it, but if you don't decide to finish it, it's really awesome storage. You have lots of room for that. And here is your pressure tank for your well to give you good pressure for your water. And that is pretty much it for the tour of the house. I mean, everything looks good. I'm looking at, you've got a lot of PEX here because they changed out all the plumbing and took out the copper and put plumbing in ABS plumbing instead. So that's good. A lot of the electrical wires have been changed out to the newer ones. I'm not seeing any cloth or any of the aluminum ones, with the exception of an older one there. Oh, that's probably for the main for the power. Yeah, all the rim joints have been spray foamed. So yeah, this is a really good little house from what I can see, unless there's some things that we cannot see. But I think that you guys will be very happy with this. There's a few little finishing things here, like I don't know if you noticed here, like they needed to put a molding to trim down at the bottom here. One little piece, you're missing that. Big deal. And other than that, everything looks pretty darn good. So I'll be sending this to you shortly.